what has worked? Like, what has been the traction that, you know, Kentucky was Kentucky back then, but you're selling the brand now. What has worked for you on the recruiting trail specifically?
Well, Kentucky. So Kentucky #1. Like, this is a different place than anywhere else. I mean, it's just, guys, listen, we're different. It doesn't mean we're going to win a national championship every single year, although that's the expectation. But it's just different. Like, every metric, eyes on, most watched games in college basketball, every facet of BBN, you know, draft picks and NBA players, you know, NCAA tournament wins and NCAA championships. You kind of work through the whole spectrum. Our academic institution, the way it's grown is just, it's just really humbling and incredible here. I got to live that myself. And so #1 is Kentucky. And BBN gave me the greatest, I've talked about this a lot, but gave me the greatest gift that you could ask for as a first-year head coach at the University of Kentucky, because you always go with every recruit and every family, you have the conversation where you try and describe with anecdotes and words 1,000 different ways why Kentucky is different than anywhere else. And it just is factually different. There's Kentucky, and then there's the Blue Bloods, and then there's the other great programs. All great programs. Kentucky's different. And so on my very first day on the job, we had the press conference. And so now I have this graphic and this video where I can tell these stories, and people are like, yeah, I know, but every coach says this and every coach says that. I'd be like, no, 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 no. Let me just give you one tiny little example of how this place is different. Let me show you something that's never happened in any sport at any level anywhere before. And this is actually, and it doesn't have anything to do with me. It just has to do with Kentucky. This is a visual of what you experience at Kentucky in every facet of your experience here. And it's been an incredible gift. So that's helped us gain traction. Just selling Kentucky, right? And the uniqueness of the horse industry here, the fact that we can pick a player up and go, you know, in the portal season and go straight to Keeneland and just breathe in that, and all the things that define Kentucky, and that you can also feel different parts of the state. So that's #1. #2, I have an incredible staff. Like, I'm really blessed. I'm incredibly blessed by the staff, and that's real. That's a big deal. And so that sells. And #3 is the way we play. You know, we had a chance to go in the Big 12 last year at BYU and leave a lot of people shaking their heads, feeling like, man, it's really hard to guard this pro style. And so the translatability of what we do to the next level in terms of, like, there's very, very minuscule learning curve because of how we approach the game and how we attack the game. And so that's really exciting, and then kind of the whole package is what we're selling. But we got to go, listen, it's not selling. We're actually not selling anything. What we're doing is we're looking for the right fit. And there, you know, this has been said since the beginning of time, Kentucky is not the right fit for everyone, because Kentucky is a one of one. And so you have to find guys that are wired that want to be in a one of one situation. Fortunately, there's really good players that want to do that.